Hey everyone, today I want to cover 22 ways to fail as a real estate agent. That's right, I said fail. So the reason I'm doing this video in this format is I saw one from Alex Hormozi on YouTube where he did a similar type of video, and I think it really helps with the process of inversion thinking. Basically, if we know the things to avoid or the potential pitfalls, and at least if we don't do those things, we have a better chance of success. So that's why today I want to cover the 22 ways to fail as a real estate agent, because we're all out there, we're trying to drum up more business, we're trying to meet more people, we're trying to grow our real estate business. So what are different things that we should not do? Because if we do these things over and over and over, it leads down the path of failing as a real estate agent, because we don't want to see that. We want everybody to have the best chance of success. So let me go through these different topics, and at the end, I'm going to actually invert it back to things we should be doing. But now, this is 22 things we should not be doing, 22 ways to fail as a real estate agent. Number one, sleeping in. If you're sleeping in till 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., I guarantee there's other people out there that are waking up way before you are. I know Taylor and I, we wake up about 4:30 every single day. So by the time somebody has actually woken up for the day, let's say 8 o'clock, we've already had 3.5 hours awake, productive, maybe working out, reading, growing. So sleeping in is a quick way to fail. Even if you sleep 8 hours a day, that's a third of your day, a third of your life gone for sleep. Number two is not having a schedule. Don't create a schedule. That's a very easy way to fall down the wrong path. You just kind of going through the motions. You have nothing scheduled. You're not time blocking. You're not making time for things that move your business forward. Number three is no lead generation. You do not prospect for leads. Even though you are in a sales industry, we are not seeking out sales. We are not seeking out clients. We have no outbound lead generation. We expect people to call us only. Number four is never following up with people. Only 2% of sales are made on that first contact. So if we don't follow up with people, which is where 98% of the other clients, the deals come from, we are down the path of failing. Never going to trainings. So a lot of offices have different trainings, different companies have trainings, different vendors offer trainings at their place. Never going to trainings, never getting better, never learning new skills or different topics. So don't go to trainings. Next is don't talk to anyone. Even though anybody could potentially buy or sell a home with you, anybody could potentially be a client, because everybody needs a place to live. So whether it's right now or 6 months or a year from now, if we don't talk to anybody, nobody will know to use us when the time is right. Next is don't reach out for help. You have your broker, you have coaches, you have mentors, you have your peers, other agents. Don't reach out to anybody. That is a very, very quick way to fall down the path of failure, to get lost, to kind of get stuck in the mud and not keep moving forward. Don't practice. If I use a sports metaphor like football or baseball, some of the best players in the world, the reason they succeed on game day is because they have practiced for hours and hours and hours. They've dedicated their whole lives to practicing for that one moment. And your one moment could be signing a listing, getting a buyer to write a contract, getting to the closing table. That is your game. So if you never practice for your moment, it just won't happen. Next is being a secret agent. Again, this kind of falls into don't talk to anyone, but being a secret agent, not letting anybody know that you are actually in real estate, that you have your license, that you can help them buy or sell. Never setting up different social media profiles, never setting up a Zillow profile, never setting up a Google Maps page. A lot of these things are free, but to be secret and don't tell anyone. Ignoring your sphere of influence is next. Most deals for a lot of real estate agents come from your sphere of influence, the people you already know, your network of friends, your family, maybe different coworkers from another job. All these people are more than likely to use you if you stay in touch with them. But if we don't, that is how we can fail. The next thing is not using the tools provided. If our company has different tools, whatever it is, social media templates, different planning tools, CRMs, electronic signature platforms, all these different tools that can help our real estate business. If we don't plug into them, that's a good way to set ourselves up to go down the wrong path. Next is prioritizing everything that's non-real estate related. Maybe we have to go do chores during the middle of the day. Maybe I want to walk the dog. Maybe we have to go get the oil change. Different things that take away from lead generation or the things that actually matter. Dropping the things that move the needle in our business and not prioritizing real estate. Working on other stuff that moves our focus from real estate to this other activity. Next is don't know what you're talking about. So not knowing market statistics. If you're a quarterback, for example, you can't be the quarterback if you don't know the plays. A player has to know the plays. A coach knows how to needs to know how to coach. A real estate agent needs to know real estate. So know your statistics. If you don't know that, then that's a good way to fail because you can't answer questions intelligently when consumers ask you. Lack professionalism. So dress up in sweats, show up to out in the grocery store or wherever else and just look very homey, comfortable, maybe speaking in a vulgar manner. It doesn't matter where you're at. Somebody could hear you. So if you lack professionalism wherever you go, people are always watching. So that's a quick way to set ourselves up for failure. Never communicate is next. Don't answer texts. Don't answer calls. Don't return emails. Wait a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks to return to somebody. Never communicate. Next is don't seek advice from professional agents. Or more experienced agents, although they are selling the amount of homes we want to get to every year, don't listen to the advice. Have our own input. Even though they tell us, hey, focus on these things to get to the level I'm at, do your own thing. Next is start tomorrow. This is one of the biggest enemies, or I should say friends, if we're looking for ways to fail. Start tomorrow. I'm not going to do it today, I'm going to start tomorrow. And then tomorrow turns into next week, next month, next year, and we haven't gotten to where we want to get to. So start tomorrow. Fail once and give up. This is another one. So with being in sales, we're going to be told over and over and over, no, not interested, never. So if we hear this once and we just give up altogether and just think it's too hard, then this is how we can quickly fail. Don't define your why. Don't have a purpose for what you're trying to do. Don't set clear goals and expectations. Never defining your why will leave you unmotivated and quickly lead to failure. Stay in your comfort zone. If you're looking for another way to fail, stay in your comfort zone. Kind of like a balloon, if you stop adding air to the balloon, it doesn't keep growing. It doesn't keep expanding. It just stays where it's at or it eventually deflates. So stay in your comfort zone. Make promises and break them. Whether that's, hey, I'm going to show up to this event and not showing up. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I'm going to come up with a CMA for you, and you never do. Hey, Mr. Buyer, I'm going to go ahead and send you different properties, and you never do. Make promises, break them. And finally, I want to say, chase the shiny object. So I've tried something for a week, it doesn't work. I'm going to try the next thing for a week, doesn't work. I'm going to try the next thing for a week, doesn't work. And a similar metaphor, again, I'm going back to a sports metaphor. Let's say Michael Jordan all of a sudden wants to play football. And within a week, he doesn't make it to the Super Bowl, so he's upset. Now he wants to try soccer. And then within a week, he gives up because he's not the best, and then he wants to try cricket or tennis. And just keep bouncing and bouncing and bouncing versus focusing on one thing. This is a quick way to fail. So these are 22 ways to fail. And if we actually flip these real quick and look at ways how to succeed, that would be waking up early, beating everybody else up, creating a schedule so you know exactly what you should be doing hour by hour every single day, focusing on lead generation. This is the biggest thing that moves the needle in our business. This is the 20% of our activities throughout the day that can make up 80% of our business, of our income, lead generation. Follow up with everybody. If we know 98% of people in sales come from a result of follow-up, we need to be focusing heavily on creating the right follow-up plan. I need to go to every single training, go to everything that's offered, whether that's through our company, another company, a different vendor, go to every training you can. Reach out for help. If you need help, reach out to your broker, reach out to your coach, your mentor, ask for help from your peers. There are so many people that want you to be successful. All you have to do is reach out. Practice every single day. Just like a professional athlete, they will not win the championship if they don't practice every single day of their whole life for that moment. You have to practice every single day to get better. Without practice, you don't get better. Don't be a secret agent. Tell every living soul that you are a real estate agent. You have your license. My first deal came from somebody I met at Goodwill. My second came from my banker. Just because I continuously had conversations every single day and told them, hey, I have a real estate license. Focus on your sphere of influence. This is one of the biggest sources of leads for a lot of agents, is their own network of people that they know. Don't be shy. Don't worry about bugging them, but follow up in a way that provides value. Hey, let's grab lunch. Let's grab coffee. These are people you already know. Focus on your sphere of influence. Use every tool provided for you within your brokerage, whether that's a CRM, whether that's transaction management software, whether that's social media content, whatever tools your company has, plug into all of them and learn everything that there is to know about those tools. Prioritize real estate over everything. Push things that don't matter necessarily right now, later in the evening. For example, like I said, getting an oil change. Put that later in the day. going shopping, having to get groceries for the day. Block out the middle of your day for the lead generation, the following up, the setting of appointments. Do those things and prioritize real estate over everything else. Know what you're talking about. So know the market statistics. Go into your local MLS. Study the different market stats. What is the price per square foot? What are homes in this price point? How long are homes sitting on the market? What's the average or median price point in this county, in this city? Know your stats. Always be professional. Doesn't matter where you are. If you're going out to eat for the night, if you're going to the grocery store, if you're getting your oil change, it doesn't matter. Always be professional. People are always watching. So no matter what, always watch what you say, watch what you wear, and be that professional that people can count on. Always communicate. So if somebody calls you, texts you, respond back in a prompt manner. Set up your voicemail. Have a professional response. When you answer the phone, be professional. Always communicate. Listen to advice from more experienced agents or the agents that are hitting the level of success we want to do. I heard a comment saying that if you find somebody that is doing what you do or doing what you want and you do what they do, you can probably get what they have. So follow success. Do what they're doing. Start today, not tomorrow. Start today. Right now is when you can make the greatest impact. We don't know. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Today is. The past is already behind us, but right now we can control in this moment what we do. What decision we want to do to move the needle in our real estate business and become successful. You're going to fail. That's okay. But if you fail once, get back up and try again. Try over and over and over until you get better and better at your skill, at your craft, and get better at closing more deals. Define your why. On a daily basis, I want to see my why, see what motivates me, and that pushes me every single day to get up early, to do the things I don't want to do. Define your why. Don't stay in your comfort zone. If I'm ever feeling comfortable, I know it's time to push myself. It's time to expand my horizons. Success is not comfortable. If it was, everybody would be successful. So we have to keep expanding, keep growing, keep adding to basically that balloon and expanding it. Make promises and keep them. Whether you say, hey, I'm going to do this for you, or hey, I'm going to show up here. Set it in your calendar so you don't forget. If you say you're going to do something for somebody, write it down as a to-do in your notes, in your to-do list, in your reminders. Make promises. Keep them, follow through, and don't chase the shiny object. Specifically with lead generation, pick a handful of things that work, stick with them, study them, master them. Don't bounce around from thing to thing, just chasing the next deal. Look for ways to provide value to more people, and you can grow the most successful real estate business, and the only limit is yourself. So I hope this helps you guys out. 22 ways to fail as a real estate industry, as a real estate agent. If we know what not to do, hopefully that can steer us towards things we should be doing. If you have any questions, comment down below or reach out below. I'll post a link to our website. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.